Hello and welcome to Andy's Cornish Creations. This is an update on the workshop rebuild after the fire in June, where it burnt my workshop down. And yeah, I'm laying a few more blocks. I managed to get a bit done this weekend, and yeah, I'm just laying. I got the corners up previously. And you can see there I've got a string line from corner to corner, and I'm just sort of filling in the gap between the two corners. So I line the blocks up with the string line, line it up with the block below, and nice and simple. And I just carry on until it's filled in. I'm going to lay two courses on this side. And yeah, I'm speeding it up a bit so that it's not quite so monotonous. Yeah, so I've managed to get up to 5 blocks high now from the bottom, and yeah, it feels like I've made a bit of progress this weekend. There's still a long way to go, but I managed to get 3 courses of blocks on around the perimeter this weekend, and if I keep going at that kind of pace, if the weather allows me to, then I'll be quite happy. And then when I do get to do the roof and get it covered in, it'll be even better still, because I won't be reliant on the weather to be able to do any work. So I've moved the string line up and start on the second course. Got to be a little bit more careful here not to knock the block that you've just laid below it, but it's a steady process, and it keeps going. You can see there on the left the pile of aggregate. I've got a concrete mix up to fill in the sort of hole where I'm standing to level up the floor a bit. So that's all still got to be done, and then after that I'm going to put some screed down to level the floor inside the workshop, so that I can put insulation down and then a chipboard floor on top of that, so that I'm really trying to keep this workshop sort of damp free. Previously I had drips coming off the tin roof, and the walls were wet, and any machinery that I'd got inside the workshop, it would go rusty, and tools as well, hand tools. So I'm really going to try and get it insulated as well as I can within reason, because costs of insulation are crazy. So sort of within a certain budget, I'm trying to get that done. Sort of coming up evening now, and we've had a bit of sunshine today, so it's been really nice. And I was working this morning, and then it's my Dad's 95th birthday on Tuesday, so we took him out to have a bit of Sunday lunch, and that's kind of the end of the day now. So, but I'll show you around and show you what progress I've made. So you can see here, I'm up 5 courses of block now. There's a course that you can't see under the ground there, and it's the same height all the way around. And I've got one more course to put. The windows are going down this side. I've got one more course to put on there, and then the windows will be going on, so that'll be nice to see. And I'm going to put some slate sills on, and probably some UPVC windows, double glazed. And then I think I'm going to have a window at the back there so I can see up the garden from inside the workshop. And then and I might have one window on this side just so that I can see over into the field. And then there's going to be a doorway here into the, I'll have a little change of plans. There's going to be a doorway here into the garage area, so that so if I'm doing any work in the workshop and I need to get into the garage, I can do easily without having to go around. That's where the wall's going, this little corridor area. It's also going to be useful. It's not just a corridor. I'm going to actually use the space for any sort of dirty work like sanding or grinding, anything like that, where there's a lot of dust and mess. So that's going to be useful. Yeah, so as you see, we've made a little bit of progress, and if the weather would stay anything like this, I could get a bit done every weekend, and it really does it's starting to feel like it's moving along now. As I said before, I'm just going to work on this workshop end and get a roof on that before I start doing the garage and the little walkway there. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the little catch up. As usual, if you haven't already, give it that thumbs up, share and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and please leave a comment. And again, I'm behind on the replying to the comments, but I'll get there. And yeah, so my name's Andy Paramore, this is Andy's Cornish Creations, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.